everyone. I guess this is my first live on this Carnivore channel, and I thought that I would just come on and say hi. It's morning. I have had my coffee as a carnivore. Yes, you can have coffee if you can handle it, and you're not affected by it. Sorry about the wobbly thing. I'm just going to be here for a little bit, but I wanted to just give it a shot, see how this thing goes. So when I wake up in the morning, how do I plan my carnivore day? There's a couple things that are going on. First of all, it's watermelon season, and watermelon, no, is not carnivore. You could put it into the animal-based diet with Dr. Paul Saladino, and that's his thing. Do I eat watermelon? I do. And only this time of year. Is it helping me? Probably not in any great way. However, if I'm very restrictive with it and not eating loads of watermelon, but having a small bowl maybe of a couple pieces, I'm fine. I don't actually have any reversals of my symptoms that I have healed from going carnivore. You can see some of the videos on the 21, no herpes outbreaks and the 21 other things that happened when I went carnivore. So yeah, I am carnivore, but a loosely based. I'm not a dogmatic type, okay? I'm not a dogmatic type. I don't like the dogma thing. So with that, here's the practice. And I don't know if anybody else is living in really hot areas right now, or in the southern hemisphere where it really gets unbearably hot. When it's really hot, as it is July and August here on this tiny Greek island, it is really difficult to eat a steak in the heat. Like for me, nothing really goes down, but there are ways around that. And one is you can just dive in and eat watermelon with feta cheese, which is the classic Greek thing here. But the other thing that I do is I will wait till the sun goes down, and I'll do an OMAD thing, 1 meal a day, and eat when the sun goes down. And things are cooling off. And you know what? The steak tastes pretty good then, much better than it does in the afternoon. Of course, if you're living in air conditioning all the time, then it's not a problem. You pretty much eat whenever you want. Here in Greece, I don't know. It's kind of nice to not be involved with the air conditioning all day long. I spent most of my life, scratch that. I spent the last 20 years unable to be in the heat, unable to be in the sun, because I would have herpes outbreak immediately on my face, on my body, wherever I was exposed, I would get an outbreak. And my outbreaks were not tiny. They were big. They were big and annoying, and it would knock me out. And I just basically spent most of my summers inside in the past 20 years here in Greece. And, I don't want that anymore. And you know what? Being carnivore has given me the freedom to be back out in the sun, to be in the heat. I don't have the same type of reaction to the heat as I did before going carnivore. I can't explain it. I honestly don't know why. But when I'm carnivore, I don't need my air conditioning. It's kind of nice. And I can be out in the sun, which is also really nice. So what I normally do is, yeah, I do eat watermelon. It's the most delicious watermelon on the planet, probably in most of Greece, I won't say all of Greece, up in this area, there is a little tiny village that grows watermelon, and they grow it, and I don't know why or how. It is so delicious, but it really is. So, and watermelon is really not that high in carbs, surprisingly. But so yeah, I do nibble on watermelon, and I do drink my coffee. So those are the two things, my two vices in the summertime on the carnivore diet. And as long as I am okay, as long as I'm not getting my shaky fingers, as long as my Hashimoto's isn't like shooting through the roof again, I can allow myself a little bit of leeway. But you have to know how your body works. You have to know how, and watch and move slowly as you are trying different foods. You may not want the watermelon thing. You may not want to do any fruit at all and just eat some vegetables, right? Maybe some broccoli, and you want to see how that goes. But if you have a reaction, then you just immediately stop and go back to the carnivore diet, strict carnivore diet. Will I one day be very like hardcore dogmatic about it? As long as I'm okay, no, I won't. I will allow some other things in my life. I am not a dogmatic type. So, uh, you know, go ahead and let yourself off the hook. The carnivore diet is something that we have recently termed, right, in our dictionary. It's just not something that that was a thing years ago. Just wasn't. It was just simply the way we ate, for the most part, right? So, let's not get on the bandwagon. Let's not get stuck on the labels. That's not what we're doing here. If you got herpes, eat meat. Get rid of all the extra stuff, specifically high carbs. Just really lower your carb level down. It's super easy. Just don't eat carbs. Eat lots of meat, eggs. If you can do dairy, do dairy. You can eat your cheese if you can do dairy. Eat a lot of fats. Butter is my favorite, and the tallow from the beef that I am cooking. I eat lamb. I eat chicken and fish. Once in a while, I do all of that, right? Mostly beef, eggs, fat, water, salt. That's about it. And once in a while, a little bit of watermelon in July and August. So, you know, you have the main way to do this, and then kind of let yourself off the hook. Okay? That's all I wanted to just come on and just kind of say and start doing these little live things. And if you got any questions, please leave your questions in the comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Enjoy the beautiful, beautiful day. It's lovely, isn't it? All right, you guys, bye.